Rob, while I look at this race for Best Comedy Actress, it's a tough one to size up. Help me here. Who's going to win this?
Look, I think, Tom, for this particular category, you want to be at the Showtime after party because I think it's going to that network. Because you've got, I think the top two ladies here are from Showtime. Edie Falco is the Emmy Queen. She has won 3 times before for The Sopranos, and now she's doing comedy. And perhaps it's not, you don't have a stitch in the stomach from a belly laugh from her performance, by no means, right? But it's a wonderful performance, great acting. There is some funny bits, and she's Edie Falco. She's going to probably win the Emmy, right? And unless her episode was so woeful, I think she's probably going to win it. But let's not discount Toni Collette, last year's winner, because I think with her new New York Jewish character show, Shana Lowenstein, the psychiatrist, I think that is fantastic. Her acting in that is so impressive, and I think it's actually quite funny. I know others don't agree with me, including Chris over here, but I think she could surprise, and I have said it publicly now for the last couple of weeks, this is the Showtime Award. It's going to Showtime because the other ladies, although some of them are quite deserving, like Amy Poehler and maybe even Tina Fey, my ex-girlfriend, I don't think that it's going to go anywhere but Showtime. So I've got my fingers crossed for Toni Collette because of the Australian thing, but I think it's going to go to Edie Falco.
What do you think, Chris?
And this time next summer, we'll be talking about the next Showtime lady to take the category, which
Laura
will be
Linney.
Yes.
They're going to submit the pilot. Of course, it's already won. My God, what a performance that is! I know. Wow.
Great. She ought to just come present the award next weekend.
Yes.
She's got her hands on it already.
Oh, I know.
Edie Falco is extremely good in the pilot of Nurse Jackie, and they set it up so well. You know everything you need to know right away. I thought she had a couple of funny moments. You just get behind her character, even though she's doing some things that you wouldn't particularly want to get behind the character for. Yeah. I disagree with Toni Collette. I think the whole episode builds up to that scene in the basement when the tornado's coming, and they just so underplayed it. It was so quietly done. I just didn't think much about it when I saw it. I think it was her best submission for the year, but doing all the alter egos there in one scene. But I just didn't get what you got out of it.
But wait, let's stop right there. All those personalities in one scene. Gee, who is judging this category? All those superficial actor, twits who, pardon me for being so derogatory, but you know what I mean? These actors who talk about their craft, and so this is a juried award, and they see all of these personalities played out. It's like for one vote you get all those characters that you get for one thing. It's a bargain. You have to vote for it, and we see this over and over again at Show Business Awards, going back to Joanne Woodward for Three Faces of Eve at the Oscars, all the way to the daytime Emmys, where we have people like Erica Slezak winning year after year for playing 5 personalities, including a 5-year-old boy. Now, if everybody was voting, I know, soap operas. So if everybody was voting for this and sanity prevailed, yes, maybe that wouldn't matter so much. But we're talking actors here, folks, and she won last year for this reason, Toni Collette. And as Rob's saying, she gets a whole nother personality thrown into the mix this year, which is pretty flamboyant. I don't think you're taking her seriously enough, Chris. I agree that this will probably go to Edie Falco, but I think you're discounting Toni Collette.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I just found that scene to be underwhelming. Well, let's talk about the lady I've got in second place. Yeah. I think voters and actors will appreciate a person shooting a pilot episode, which is what Tina Fey's character is doing. She gets to come from behind the scenes as the writer and producer of her show and shoot her own pilot of I guess it was a daytime talk show, and it goes disastrously, as you might expect. And I think they will appreciate and relate to that as well. I think Tina Fey is very funny in her episode.
Yeah,
she's your girlfriend, Rob. Defend her.
She was. I've been on the Tina Fey train for years, right? As I've said in the past, I'm kind of getting over 30. Our relationship, we're hitting a rocky patch, and I'm just kind of getting a bit sick of her. Like, I'm a bit sick of Tina Fey. She wins everything. Like, she might win the next.
She's only won this once before this category. Come on.
I know, but look, she's going to win. She wins writing, she wins series, she's won so many things. And I think we're ready for Tina Fey to maybe just sit down. And I really love her. She's wonderful and she's really funny in her episode, but I don't think it's going to happen. And similarly for Amy Poehler, no one really seems to really love that show. It's not huge, and I just don't think it's going to happen for her either. I think, as I keep saying, this is the Showtime Award.
Yeah, but still, Mike Osceola, Mike Osceola puts Amy Poehler in second place, the Entertainment Weekly's Emmy Sage, of course, who often is right in this race, knows his stuff. So I don't think we have permission to discount her totally. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Chris, she's actually quite good this year, too, right? And we have discounted her in the past, and she ended up winning this race.
Yeah, the episode was okay. I think it was. I mean, just relating back to the other ladies in this category, I just don't think it holds up to what they did. And being on a canceled show, I just don't know that there's any support. She has won an Emmy for this role. Somebody's got to be in fifth or sixth place, and unfortunately, I think she falls into one of those two slots.
Most Emmy pundits are putting Michele in that last place, of course, for Glee. And let's warn the award watchers here that what Michele does in that episode, I'm talking about singing a song called Don't Rain on My Parade, earned an Oscar for somebody else named Barbara Streisand in Funny Girl. So maybe she's not in last place, or is she, Rob?
No, she is in last place because she is. Look, and I'm going to be completely blatantly honest here, okay? I'm sorry if I offend any Glee fans, but look, she does a really good Broadway-style performance. It's so overacted. That's what people criticize her for all the time. She is so over the top. There's no nuance in her performance, and she's not funny at all in that episode. And I really liked her in the pilot, but she was really funny in the pilot because she is playing that ridiculously over-the-top performance. But in this one, it's not funny. It's actually sad. And then she sings the Streisand song, which didn't resonate with me whatsoever. And then I finished the episode and thought, Eddie, you're at the bottom. You're not going to win. Sorry. That's how I see it.
Well, and unfortunately, being on an hour-long show that's an ensemble show, of the six ladies, she's the only one who's not on screen the other five ladies are on screen pretty much their whole episodes. And Michele's episode, she's maybe in half of that episode. So that means the voters are watching a whole lot of other scenes that don't even involve her. So, again, somebody's got to be in last place, and I think that's where I've got her.
So Edie Falco will get Emmy number 4.
I think so.
And just real quick, Amy Poehler, I love Amy Poehler.
We know that.
I think her show made the single biggest leap forward in quality of any show I've ever seen do, not maybe ever, but in the past few years especially, from a first season to a second season. That show got so funny this year, and she's one of the main reasons why. And she made some character tweaks, I think, that made her character even more relatable and understandable. And I just see that show, if NBC will support it, I think that show could go on a long time based on the improvements I saw this year.
Well, it's certainly gaining momentum.
Winner. Okay. That's right. She's going to be a future winner for sure.
Hang in there, Amy.